Hi everyone. So welcome to the live stream today. Very much excited for having you on a second day of our discussions towards the ICAG May 2021 examination. Yesterday we started with a discussion and I got a couple of topics coming in from you guys on the things that you want us to cover on the channel. Now I see some of you already on the stream on YouTube with your message coming in the chat box. I'll be reading all of your comments today. I want to share with you 6 key strategies that you need to implement right now on how you can study, structure yourself so that when you write the exams, you will pass the exams in the first attempt. Because one of the challenges and one of the questions I receive a lot from students is, Nhyira, I have written the paper over and over again, maybe FR, maybe public sector, maybe corporate reporting, maybe auditing assurance. I've written the paper over and over again, and so I want to try your school and see, I want to try your institution and see. But it is not, I don't think you have to write the paper over and over again. There are a couple of strategies that you can implement right now as an individual, a couple of factors that you need to take into consideration in order for you to position yourself strategically to go into the exams and write the exams once, pass the exams, and take your life to the next level. So that is what we'll be going into today. I'll be sharing with you 5 or 6 strategies, factors that you need to consider in order for you to increase your chances of passing the exams. And I see some of you joining the stream. Welcome to the stream. Give us a thumbs up on the video when you join the stream. That way we get more engagement on the video, and YouTube and Facebook will be able to push the video so we can reach as many students as possible. But most importantly, put in the comment box, in the chat box. I want to hear from you. Any questions that you have for me and topics that you would want us to cover on the channel as we prepare ourselves for the examination and as we prepare to go into our discussions in relation to that. So let's go into that real quick. I see some comments coming in. So let me reply to those comments real quick. Thank you for the thumbs up on Facebook, you guys. Share the video. Let's reach as many students as possible. And on YouTube, also make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel, because that way, if I go live and I release new content on the channel, you'll be the first person to be notified. So some comments coming in. Let's look at them real quick. Jeremy Roos said, I am ready. I am already set, sir. Just waiting for you to come on. All right, thank you, Jeremy. So you were here before we started. Also, I did a check on Nhyira Premium University today, but the price higher than 390 Ghana cedis. Therefore, I would like you to comment on this. It is NhyiraPremium.com, not Nhyira Premium University. The Nhyira Premium University is also our portal, but now we don't host content on that, or we don't have our new portal now is the NhyiraPremium.com, and I'll put the link in the chat. You can check it out. It is NhyiraPremium.com. That is where the courses are 390 Ghana cedis per paper, or you can download the Android application on the app store, on the Google store, to be able to get access to the courses as well. So, Bruce, that is the question, or that is the answer to your question in there. I see some of you guys joining the stream. Welcome to the live stream. Today, I'm sharing with you 6 key strategies that you need to implement today, right now, that will position you strategically in order for you to write the exams in one attempt and pass the exams hands down. Because you shouldn't write a paper and over again. If you have written a paper more than once, it means there is something that you are not doing well. And these strategies and techniques that I want to share with you today will really assist you in order for you to solve that problem. And if you've not failed the exams before, or this is the first time you're also going into the exam hall, these techniques will assist you so that you avoid failure and position yourself to actually pass the examination, and most importantly, take your life to the next level. Muntaka said, please, when are the results coming? I cannot really confirm that for you, but we are expecting that throughout this week up until next week, Monday, probably latest by next week, Monday, the results will be released. Because one thing is that we've not really been, the ICA have not really communicated when its results are released, because it keeps changing. We hope that going into the future, they'll be able to resolve that, so we know exactly when results will be released. So keep your fingers crossed, keep your hopes high, and let's see what happens. Maybe in the course of the week or by Monday, results should be released in relation to that. Abimbola Itunu with a thumbs up, thank you there. Basil Aiken said, bring it on, say, God bless you, amen. God bless you too. So that is the link, NhyiraPremium.com, NhyiraPremium.com. That is where you get the courses at 390 Ghana cedis per paper across all levels. Yes, Augustine is asking, good evening, is there 390 cedis across all levels? Yes, it is 390 Ghana cedis across all levels, and that gives you access to our lecture videos on the portal. It gives you access to be able to join our weekly Zoom sessions. You get an ebook catalogs, and you get a one-on-one mentorship session with me so that you can prepare well for your examination. So you visit NhyiraPremium.com, 390 per paper across all levels so that you can enroll in the course there. Etilbeg, Yen, I see you with a thumbs up there. Richie Clay John said, I miss you, boss. I miss you too, Richie. I hope that you are doing well and you had a great holiday. Enoch Tamaklo said, good evening, good evening, Enoch. I hope you're doing well. Richie Clay said, we'll join you soon. Awesome. Can't wait for you. Aaron Martin said, hello, good evening, Nhyira. Good evening, Aaron. I hope you're doing well. I see some of you guys joining. When you join the stream, give us a thumbs up on the video and comment in the chat box any questions you have for me. Today, I'm sharing with you 5 or 6 techniques, strategies that you can implement today, right now, so that you can write the exams and pass the exams once in the first attempt. So you don't have to write the paper over and over and over and over again. No, you want to avoid that this year, this decade, this season, so that you take your life to the next level. Zibila Mamba said, hi, good evening, sir. I would like to know if one can print out the study kit from the portal in order to have it in hard copy. Yeah, definitely. It's an e-version that you get, so you can print it out if you want to print it out. Any which way you would want to have it to be able to prepare for the exams and study, that is not a problem. So, Zimbila, once you download it, sorry if I don't mention your name well, okay? Zimbila, once you download it, you can print it out and then have it in the hard copy that you want so you can use it for the exams and to study very well, okay? So any which way that you want to go, that's awesome for us. Okay, Eureka Yusuf, I see you coming. You are welcome to the stream. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. Dinah Fusua Pinto, I see you also. YouTube, you are welcome to the stream. Facebook, and we are live on Facebook on Nhyira Premium, and as well as on Premium Education Hub. If you join the stream, please share the video with others. Let's reach as many students as possible with these valuable nuggets that I'm going to be sharing with you today. And subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel. That way, we get more engagement on the video and we'll be able to reach a lot of students. Ma'am, Anne said, Happy New Year, sir. Many happy returns, ma'am. I hope that you are doing well. And you are preparing for a great 2021 in that case. All right. So, what are some of, how do you study and pass the exams once? Now, why am I sharing this with you today? Because like I mentioned earlier, one of the questions and challenges that requests that I receive from students all the time is, Nhyira, I've written this paper over and over again, and for some reason, I can't seem to pass the exams. I've written it 3 times, I've written it 4 times, I've attended this lecture, I've attended that lecture, I've attended here, I've done this, I still failed the exams. How do I pass the exams and take my life to the next level? And so it is for this reason why today I want to share with you some key nuggets that will really, really help you in order to position yourself to be able to write the exams and pass the exams once. It means in the first attempt, you take it, boom, then you pass. In the first attempt, you take it, boom, then you pass, because that is very, very critical and that is very important in that case. So what are some of the things? Number 1 is subject combination. Subject combination. One of the ways in order for you to increase your chances of passing the exams and increase your chances of writing the exams once and for all and pass is your subject combination or subject selection. Like I shared with you yesterday, you got to be careful about the subject combination, because there are certain subjects, if you write them together, they are not going to really help you because of they don't really have relationship, and they may make studies very challenging and difficult for you. Or sometimes people try to write too many subjects than they have the capacity to write. Almost every student that reaches out to me and says, Nhyira, I want to write 3 papers. I ask them, why do you want to write 3 papers? Why do you want to take 4 papers? Somebody say, oh, I want to write all the 6 papers in level 2. Why would you want to do that? Now, this is what I tell people all the time. The more papers you write, the more money I make as a tuition provider. But I'm not interested in the money. I'm not interested in the fee that you're going to pay me. I'm interested in your ability to be able to pass the exams and take your life to the next level. And so 99.9% of the time when students reach out to me and say, I'm writing 3 papers, I say, hey, break it down. So there are some people I ask them, are you married? How is your work like? How is your work schedule like? What are your responsibilities? And I breach into personal lives so that I can really let them know the decision that they are making. Because you see, passing the exams requires a lot of work. So you don't have to be overly optimistic and say, oh, I'm writing 4 papers, so I sit, register, and write. No. You will frustrate yourself. You will frustrate yourself. So the first way in order for you to really study and pass the exams at first attempts is your subject selection and subject combination. That is very, very critical. Don't overly state the number of papers you want to write. Don't overly state it. Just take it easy. If it is 2 papers, go for it. If it is 3, go for it. But before you make the decision on the number of subjects you want to write, first ask yourself, do I have the time needed in order for me to really prepare for the exams and pass? Because it is better to focus on 2 papers in each sitting and pass than to write 4 papers and fail all. Because if you don't prepare adequately for the exams, you go to the exam hall and you have nothing in your brain. There is nothing that you can call from your brain, and you fail the exams. Then you go again. Oh, you fail the exams. Then you go again. You fail the exams. So you've got to be careful. If you are going to position yourself to pass the exams, if you are going to avoid failing the exams, then please be careful on subject selection. Be careful on subject combination. That is very, very critical. That is very, very critical. So be careful. If it is 2 papers, go for it. I know some people are like, yeah, I have a dream. I want to charter in 2021. Hey, listen. Like, don't be overly optimistic. Let's be realistic here. Yeah, you have a dream. We understand you want to charter in 2021, but you got to be realistic. Because you know that you don't have time to sit down to study. So why do you want to write 4 papers? Why do you want to write 5 papers? You will pay that as examination fee, CA gets money. You will pay that to tuition providers get money. Then at the end of the day, you go and fail. Now, when you fail on exams, the level of embarrassment you go through, it's not the money. It's not the money, but the emotional trauma you go through, that is what is very critical. Because I remember when I failed an exam, I wrote 6 papers and I failed 5. It wasn't really the money that hurts me. It was the emotional trauma, the shame, because I had mentioned that I'm going to pass these papers. I had mentioned that I'm going to go do this. I mentioned that I'm going to do this. And I failed woefully. I failed like hell. So you got to be realistic with yourself. If it is 2 papers, go for it. So I advise people between 2 and 3 papers, go for it. 2 and 3 papers, go for it. If you are married, you have children, you are working, you are very busy, don't try to write 4 papers. Don't try to even go for 3 papers. Maybe 2 papers will be okay for you, especially if it is the first time you are writing those papers, because it's very critical. So the first reason why people fail the exams and how you can write the exams at first attempt and pass is to be careful about your subject selection and the subject combination. That is very, very critical in relation to that. I see some of you guys joining the stream welcome to the stream. I'm sharing with you how you can study and pass the exams once, providing you with some key strategies and factors that you have to consider in order for you to enter the exams at first attempt and pass the exam. The first one I'm sharing with you is the subject selection and subject combination. And I see some of you coming on. Give us a thumbs up on the video when you join. That way, we get more engagement on the video, and YouTube will be able to push the video so we can reach as many students. And in case you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Also, remember to share the video so we can reach as many students as possible. Thank you, Facebook. I see some of you giving us a thumbs up from Facebook there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are also live on YouTube. Comment in the chat box. Let me know where you are watching me from, and any questions you have for me, comment in the chat box. I want to hear from you. Let's continue. So number one is subject selection. Number two is the tuition center. You've got to be very, very careful about tuition center that you attend and take your tuition. Who are the lecturers? What are the study alternatives? What is the availability of the lecturers when you are studying? You got to be careful. The fact that a tuition provider is closer to you does not mean that is where you have to attend. The fact that a friend is attending a tuition center doesn't mean you go there. Who are the lecturers? How do they teach? How do they talk? What are the things they say? What are the study alternatives? In case you mix lectures, is the institution having an alternative where even though you've missed lectures, you'll be able to get access to that lecture that you've missed? Is it possible? What is the availability of the lectures? I've heard stories where people are like, when I asked the lecturer a question, the lecturer said, oh, go and buy my book because the question you are asking is in my book, so go and buy my book. And then others where people can't ask questions because how do we call it? The classroom is big and you can't ask questions because the lecturer will not even answer you, because if he wants to answer everybody else's question, that means that he will not be able to attend to anybody. So you got to be careful the tuition center you choose. Got to be very, very careful. You got to be very, very careful. And sometimes people make some of those decisions because of finances. Oh, it is cheap, so let me go there. Oh, it is closer to me, let me go there. You gotta be very, very careful. Which tuition center you go to is very important, because like I say all the time, and my mentor Dan Locke puts it, who you study from is most important than what you study. Who you study from is most important than what you study. Are the lecturers available that you can call them if you have a problem? Can you call the lecturer, or can you send it to the lecturer and ask questions? How many of you have that experience so far in the various centers that you go to? So you got to choose your center very well. Study alternatives. In case you mix lectures, what are the alternatives available? Is it possible to get those lectures there? Can you speak to the lecturer or something like that? There are places where throughout the semester you cannot even have an interaction. Ask one key question. You can't from the lecturer for him to answer or for her to answer. You cannot, because that is how the environment is created. If you want to really position yourself, study and understand well what you are doing and position yourself strategically in order for you to pass the exams, then you got to be careful the tuition center you select. Very, very critical. What we do here, for instance, it's because of what I had as an experience. So one of the things we do here is very, very critical. All our lecturers are available on time, and especially since I have, even though we have lecturers taking other papers, I have knowledge in almost all the subjects, so we are always available. Students send questions anytime. People call even at 12 a.m., 1 a.m. I am on a WhatsApp video call, I'm on a Skype call, explaining something to somebody, because that is the time the person is studying. When people mix lectures, no problem, because the lectures are recorded. They will be available on our online portal. They can watch the playback. If they have any questions, they can forward it to us, and we can schedule time and answer it for them. The lecturers are available to be able to assist you. So you've got to be careful. If you want to go into the exam hall and pass the exams once, apart from subject combination and subject selection, the second thing you want to pay close attention to is the tuition center. the tuition center. And please, don't be cheap. Don't be cheap and say, oh, hey, this one is. Now, the fact that a school is also far from you doesn't mean you have to go there. You got to take into consideration a lot of factors in relation to that. So I think about 2 years ago, I published an article on the factors you need to consider when making decisions about tuition centers that I think it will be a great thing for you to read. I'm seeing if I can share it on my screen. I don't know, but it will be something. I'm going to leave the link to this in the description of this video, and you can read this article later on, definitely, on the factors you consider when selecting tuition centers. 5 things to consider when selecting tuition centers. And this is an article that I wrote about 2 years ago that will help you very, very well in relation to that. So I spoke about the institution, I spoke about the lecturers, very, very critical. Who are they? What book have they published? Any book? Do you know the way they are teaching, or what do they do? How do they teach? What is their teaching style? What is the way they answer their questions? What is the flexibility of the tuition? You have to know about all of those things. What is the value you are getting at the end of the day for the money that you have paid? And then where is it located? So these key 5 factors will help you in the selection of tuition center as you prepare well for your exams in relation to that. So how do you study and pass the exams at the first attempt? Number 1, subject selection, subject combination. Don't overburden yourself and write too many papers. Just focus. If it is 2 papers, go for it. Put all your efforts on it, pass it. Number 2, the tuition center. Make sure you know about the lecturers, how they are, what are the study alternatives available, and most importantly, are the lecturers available to answer your questions? Because one of the things people result into is, oh, they will find in the class who is a shark, literally, okay, who knows the subject or understand the subject, and that person will now be teaching them in relation to that. No, I didn't pay money for my colleague to teach me. If not, then I could buy bread for my colleague so he can teach me or she can teach me. I paid for a teacher to teach me, a lecturer to lecture me. So if I have any question, the lecturer should be in the position to be able to answer the question. But if I'm in a class, I'm in a school where lecturers cannot answer my questions, lecturers cannot assist me in relation to what I'm doing, then why am I going there? Why am I really going there? So you've got to be careful about tuition centers as you select, because it's very, very critical. The fact that a center is closer to you doesn't mean you need to go there. The fact that a center is, someone is attending, your friend is attending there, doesn't mean you have to go there. You have to find out, does it suit me? Is it my value? Is it my, looking at the way I study, is that how the lecturers are in relation to that? But the unfortunate thing is that 99.9% of the time, you may not even know how the lecturer teaches or even who the lecturers are. It is when you enter the class, the first day, the second day, before you begin to see, this is the lecturer, okay, he's good, oh, okay, she is good, okay, she is not good, okay, let's see what happened, that kind of thing, all right? But hey, you got to make that decision in that case. Right, I see some comments coming in here. Let me reply to them real quick. Festus Bruce, I see you. You are welcome. Aaron Martin said, Nhyira, how do I get the timetable for the classes starting on the 11th? Oh, Aaron, you've not been sent the timetable. Don't worry, it will be sent on the group for you to get on the WhatsApp page, so you get it, okay? You'll be able to get it for you to know about it. Augustine, what is that? Forgive me if I don't mention your name right, okay? Augustine Ekwaku said, thank you, Nhyira. I appreciate your education and advice. God bless you. Amen. Erica Achia said, kudos. Thank you. Kwejo Ewa with a thumbs up there. Thank you. Augustine said, good evening, sir. I am from Brekum. Okay, shout outs to all people in Brekum. I hope that you are preparing to attend lectures and all of those things as you prepare for the exams. Most importantly, if you want to study, you can also study directly under my mentorship for the ICAG examination by studying online. 390 per paper. You can study directly online at NhyiraPremium.com and be able to also join our weekly live Zoom sessions. That way you will get access to all the content, the assistance, the mentorship, and the help that you need in order for you to prepare well for your examination. Abdul Isaka said, good evening, sir. Do you have a book on FR and how do I get to buy it? Because I'm in Tamale. Yes, I have a book on financial reporting, but the revised version is yet to be released. So I'm not sure when it will be out because of the pandemic. It was supposed to have been released in July last year, but we stopped it. The publishers had some issues that we need to delay it a bit. But so it will take time a little bit. But what I can say is this: if you enroll online with us at NhyiraPremium.com for $390 per paper, you will get the ebook for free. Okay, so you get an ebook for free. My FR ebook, you get it for free. So Abdullah Isahaku, is it Abdullah? Sorry, Abdul Fatau. Sorry, forgive me for your name mispronunciation. Abdul Fatau. So maybe you can enroll in the course online. It's $390 per paper. When you enroll, you get access to the lecture videos and then ebooks. So my FR book, the hardcover of which you want to buy, you get it for free if you enroll online, and then you can print it out to get a hard copy in order for you to use to study in that case. So Abdul, that is what I'll recommend for you to do now. So you can visit NhyiraPremium.com, enroll in FR, it is $390 per paper, then you'll be able to get access to the ebook for free with question kits, the lecture videos, and then you'll be able to also join our weekly Zoom sessions in that case. So that is what I would say there, Abdul. Joseph Manson said, good evening, Nhyira. Good evening, Joseph. I hope you're doing well. Joseph said, I believe you are keeping well. Yes, I am. Thank you for asking. God literally bless you. God bless you too, Joseph. Mercy Goma said, good evening. Hi, Mercy. I hope that you are doing well. I see some of you joining the stream. Welcome to the stream. Please comment in the chat box any questions that you have for me. And then also give me a thumbs up on the video when you join. On the main video page, give me a thumbs up on the video. That way we get more engagement on the video, and YouTube will be able to push the video so we can reach as many students as possible watching the video, and also share the video with others so we can reach many students watching the live stream and watching the playback in that case. Abdul said, thank you, sir. I will surely enroll. All right, Abdul. I will see you in class next week as we begin our Zoom sessions in that case. Okay, so any questions, please put it in the chat box for me. So strategy number one, subject selection. Be careful. Don't be over ambitious. Be reasonable. Select the papers that you can based on your work schedule and all those things. Number two, tuition center. Be careful where you attend your lectures. Know the lecturers, the study alternatives available, then the availability of the lecturers to answer your question. Very, very critical, very, very important. You didn't pay your colleague to teach you. You pay the lecturer to teach you. So if the lecturer cannot provide you with answers to your questions, then what is the point attending the lectures there? You've got to be careful about that, because that will assist you to go into the exam hall, write the exams, and pass with one attempt. Number three is study materials. Study materials. So how do you study and pass the exams at the first attempt? ACCA, ICAG, CIMA, CPA, CFA, ICAG, and all that. Study materials. Very, very important. One of the key investments that you can make as a student is study materials. Ebooks, question kits, lecture videos. Very, very critical. I tell my students all the time that irrespective of how you think you understand something I teach in class, it doesn't mean it has you really understand it. That is why we created our online study portal, because after the class, the lectures are made available on the study portal, and there are other videos as well on the study portal covering the same topic. So you can rewatch that over and over again to build your understanding very well. Because if you sit down at one sitting and the lecturer teaches and you think, oh, I understand it, and you just put the book away like that, you are lying to yourself. You really don't understand it. You really don't know what you are talking about. So you need to invest in some study materials. So I told you people from last year, and I'm telling you again, make sure that you buy the ICA question kits at most. The question kits. I don't know. Let me see. So you buy the ICA question kits, go there, buy it. I don't know, it's 30 CDs, 40 CDs, 25 CDs. Buy it. Even if it is 100 Ghana, buy it. I've said this over and over again. So you buy the question kits. It's very, very important. So that after you go through the lecture, so maybe the lecturer, maybe today taught on whatever. Maybe let's do something. Maybe the lecturer today taught on public sector budgeting. Okay? So you go to the question kit. What are some of the questions under public sector budgeting? You go there. It says distinguish between an annual budget and citizens' budget. Okay. Explain the attributes of a national budgeting. Okay. Discuss the usefulness of budgeting in public sector. Okay. That builds your understanding very well. And these possible questions contextualize what you are studying, so that you don't just read chew baba and go away. No. You've got to understand what you are studying. If it is financial reporting, okay, today you did IAS 38, or maybe you did IAS 16, or you did IAS 12. That was what the lecturer taught that day. Okay, go to the question kit. Then you go under IAS 36, IAS 38, IAS 16. The questions there, try to solve them. Because the more questions you solve, the more understanding you build. The more understanding you build, the more you position yourself strategically to pass the exam. So please, don't just pay your tuition fee and say, oh, maybe, invest in some study materials in relation to that. I recommend, and I tell my students all the time that, hey, make sure you get an ICA question kit. Very, very critical. Even though when you enroll with us, you get access to tons of question kits, a lot of questions. I still recommend that you get the question kits, because the more questions you solve, the more you position yourself, the more you understand what you are doing, and the more you'll be able to pass the exams easily. So number one, subject selection. Be careful, don't be over ambitious. Number two, tuition center. Be careful, who are the lecturers? What are the study alternatives? And then the availability of lecturers to answer your questions. And no, it's very, very important to me. Very, very important, because I didn't pay my colleague to teach me. I paid a lecturer. So if I paid a lecturer, then the lecturer should be in the position to answer my questions and not tell me to go and buy his book because the question I'm asking is in his book. No, I should get answers to the questions that I'm asking. So be careful the tuition center you pick. And then number three, study materials. Invest in the question kits, invest in the books, and make sure that you make time to study in relation to that. So those are the first three strategies in that case. I see some of you guys joining with a thumbs up for us. Thank you very much for the thumbs up on Facebook, thumbs up on YouTube. I'm very grateful for that. And in case you are watching and you have not given us a thumbs up on the video, come on now. What are you waiting for? Give me a thumbs up on the video. That way we get more engagement on the video. And subscribe to the channel in case you've not subscribed to the channel if you're getting some value in here. Victor Jima said, hi, Nhyira. I can't wait to join the Zoom sessions. Good evening. Good evening. Zoom sessions will be starting from 11th. That is next week, Monday. We are starting with the Zoom sessions for all the classes in relation to that. So, hey, I'll be catching you in class. Okay? I'll be catching you in class. Number 4, learning styles and peak time. Please, be careful here. Learning styles and peak time. Now, since you've determined how many papers you want to write, okay, 2 papers in adults. You've selected the tuition center. Okay, I'm going to attend this tuition center here in adults. Nobody's saying anything. I'm attending this tuition center here in adults in relation to that. Then you've got the study materials. Yesterday, I had a conversation with one of the students who came for an inquiry here, and it was like, Nhyira, I've bought all the question kits and the manuals from the ICAG, and I'm like, whoa, that's awesome. Since you've done that, you go to number 4, learning styles and peak time. Listen, we all operate differently. Our brains work differently. So you need to identify as an individual when is your peak time. Now, when we say peak time, the peak time simply refers to the time at which that you are mostly productive. Very, very careful about that. Now, some people are productive. Some people are very, very productive during the morning, like from 5 a.m. up to around 8 a.m. They are very productive. Some people are productive in the afternoon. Some people are productive in the evening from 5 p.m. thereabouts. They are productive. Some people are also productive in the dawn. You need to check, when is my peak time? Don't ask me, Nhyira, when is my peak time, because I don't know you. You need to determine, when is my peak time? That is very, very critical, because if you don't know your peak time, do you know that some of you say that, oh, I sit behind the book for 2 hours and I get up and I can't remember anything? Why? Because you are studying outside your peak time, and that prevents you from retaining the things that you are studying. And it's very, very critical. So you must determine and know when is your peak time and what is your learning style. Now, some people learn by visual, others learn by mnemonic, others learn by repetition, others learn by audio, meaning that they read it and then they will be speaking it out loud. Or there was a guy I know, like reading subjects, he will sit down, read it, then he will close the book, then he will be walking and will be saying it out loud. What is your style? What is your strategy? You must know it for yourself. I can't tell you do this method or do that method. You must try them to find out which one works best for you. So in order for you to pass the exams at the first attempt, know your study style and know your peak time. And especially the ladies, this is very critical to you, because if you're a follower of my work, you remember that around last year, I shared a lot on how you can be productive mentally, and I even spoke about ladies, because when it comes to the female, your productivity, your mood swings a lot, and your mood changes a lot. Now, why is that important? It's because of the menstrual cycle. So there is a time in your menstrual cycle where you don't want to talk to anybody. You don't feel like being around anything. You don't feel like opening a book. You just feel bored. You just want to be by yourself. Then there is a time in your menstrual cycle where you are highly productive. You want to chat with people. You are outgoing. You need to study your menstrual cycle. If you're a female, and if you are watching and you have a sister or your girlfriend or your wife, that kind of thing, you should be able to know when your emotions are. Because you see, at various stages of the menstrual cycle, different hormones are released. Please, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. What I'm sharing with you about this is something I learned. Okay, Nhyira, why did you learn it? I learned it because I want to learn it. So know about it. So at every stage of the menstrual cycle, it depends on the school of thought you are using. There are either 4 stages or 5 stages of the menstrual cycle. And at every stage, there are hormones that are released. And each of the hormones have their responsibility, the roles that they play. So if you want to be a good student, if you want to be more productive, if you want to really learn at a time that you can retain a lot of the information, then you must understand which stage of the cycle you are at, so that you take advantage of that. Because many a time you read and nothing sticks. Many a time you read and nothing sticks. You know why? Because your emotions, your mind, nothing is working. There is a hormone that has been released that is working against your brain. So it is not that, oh, media, I have a weak brain. Because I hear some people saying that. They are like, Nhyira, it's like, media, I have a weak brain. No matter what I study, I don't understand. No, it is not that you have a weak brain. It is your emotional cycle. It is your menstrual cycle. Know the stages of the cycle that you are at. Know how your mood is. Because you see, one of the ways to increase your ability to understand and retain what you study is when your emotion is mixed with information. Because according to my great mentor, Jim Quick, information mixed with emotion equals long-term memory. Let me take that again. information mixed with the right emotion equals long-term memory. So if you don't have the right emotions, if you are thinking about something else, you're not going to study. Nothing will stick. If you are broke, you are hungry, you are thinking about your children's school fees, you are thinking about their rent, you are thinking about some broken hearts, some boy who has broken your heart, who is even miserable by himself, or some girl who has broken your heart, who is miserable by herself, and you pick a book to study, you can't do anything. So you want to be careful. Number 4, what is my studying style and what is my peak time? If you identify your peak time, boom, you can work it there. You can work it there. I am like the wolf of the night, and I'm more productive in the night. And if you follow me a lot, you realize that sometimes in the night I'm updating my status, my WhatsApp status, and all of those things, because I usually work a lot in the night, and that is me. I can stay awake by 1 a.m. to around 5 a.m. and that is when I'm on top of the game. I'm studying, and that is where I am on top of the game. And then sometimes during the day, once I get a quiet place, I listen to a good music to stimulate my memory a little bit. I can be behind the book and I'll still be productive. So it's just about creating the right environment for me, and boom, I am good to go. Creating the right environment for me, and boom, I am good to go. So find out what is your studying style and what is your peak time. If you identify your studying style and your peak time, I can guarantee you, when you sit down to study, everything you study, 80%, 90% will stick. And if you know your studying style also, it will help you. Some of you, you must read, close the book and write it out. Some of you must read and then verbalize it. Some of you must read and use mnemonic to be able to remember it in relation to that. Some of you, when you are reading, you must record it so that you'll be listening to it over and over and over again, because that is how the information sticks. Some of you must read the thing more than once before it sticks. Find your study style and find your peak time, because that is how you can become successful. That is how you can pass the exams at one attempt. Does it make sense? Let me know in the comment box. Share your thought with me in the comment box real quick. What would you want me to share your thoughts on for me real quick? How is it going? Are you getting some value in what we are sharing so far? So number 1, subject selection, subject combination, very, very critical. Number 2, the tuition center. Know your lecturers, the study alternatives available, then the availability of the lecturers to answer your questions. Number 3, study materials. Make sure you make some investment in the study materials. I cannot overemphasize that. And then number 4, your learning style and your peak time. Very, very critical. And especially to my ladies, just know your menstrual cycle and know when your mood switch and those kind of things. And be productive. All right? So that you don't learn at the wrong time. So you don't learn at the wrong time in relation to that. So that is it. Number 5, the 5th strategy in order for you to study and pass the exams at the first attempt is study partner or study partners. Now, in as much as it is good for you to learn with somebody, you got to be careful who you study with. So it's good to have a study partner, because some of you can't hold yourself accountable. So you need someone else to hold you accountable. If you are like that, then you need a study partner. I don't need a study partner. I don't need to really study with anybody, because I can hold myself accountable on the highest level and be able to do what I want to do. But some people do well in groups. It is not because someone is good or someone is not good. No, it's nature. That's human being. Some people are productive when they are surrounded with others. Like if you see Kofi learning, then you too, you will learn, because it's a dopamine mentality that works on you best. It's not that you are wrong. It's not that you are sick. It's not that you are mentally deranged. But no, we are all different. So do you need a study partner? It depends. If you think you need a study partner, get a study partner. But be careful who you call your study partner, because not everyone thinks the way you think. There are some people, if you are studying with them, they will be on their phone, and they can be on their phone all the time. Oh, hey, then they'll be laughing. Oh, I've seen something. Oh, come and see. Obia, we are learning. You've seen something. Then the data is on. Then they'll be doing WhatsApp. They'll be doing Instagram. They'll be going on Facebook, watching things. No, you don't need a study partner that is as lazy as that. You need someone who is disciplined. You need someone who is to the core. You need someone who will tell you in the face, hey, none of you are about failing the exam. What you are doing, you're going to fail the exams. You need someone who will dare you and say, hey, what you are doing will not help you change your life, because that is how you can become successful. You need a study partner that will hold you accountable. So if you need a study partner, please be careful who you call your study partner. That's it. That's it. I just hate people who are lazy. There are people who are studying, then their data is on. Now you are studying and your data is on. Who are you deceiving? So that when messages come, then you are replying. Up to the point that even in lecture halls, while the lecturer is teaching, people are on WhatsApp. Please, 2021, you want to change that attitude. You want to change that behavior, because you can't multitask. Research has proven that there is nothing like multitasking. You can't be learning and be replying to WhatsApp. I don't care who you are replying to. No, if you're in class, be in class. Anything else is secondary. Put your phone on silent. Put your data off. And if you're not going to use the phone for anything 99.9% of the time, so put it in your bag or put it somewhere. Throughout the 2.5 hours or 3 hours, just hold yourself and don't touch the phone. And focus on what the lecturer is lecturing. Focus on what the explanation the lecturer is giving, and see how you will be able to assimilate and understand what you are learning. So please, if you are going to pass the exams this year, be careful who you call your study partner. But apart from that, you got to be careful. Got to be careful who you call your study partner. Okay? Like I said, oh, we are learning. We've all decided that we are learning from maybe 2 to 3. You are learning and you say, hey, come and see this shoe. Especially the ladies. Oh my goodness. Ladies, forgive me. Hi. I love you very much. I love you very, very much. So ladies, it will be like, hey, I've seen this shoe. This was the shoe that celebrity wore. I want to go and buy one. We are learning and you're talking about shoe. And one of the things is that ladies many people buy things that they don't even use. They just buy it because they just want to have it. No, you got to be careful, be disciplined, be focused. If the lecturer is lecturing, put your phone aside, switch off your data and stay focused. Because there is nothing like multitasking. I don't care. What he's teaching, I know already. That is why you will go and fail the exams. Because you have the spirit of arrogance in you. And you think you know already. No. If the lecturer is teaching something you think you know, you still have to keep quiet and learn. Don't be arrogant. You don't know anything. And that is how you become successful. That is how you become successful. Because I've seen people, and up to a point where I need to tell people, can you put the phone aside? Put the phone aside, all right? Because you are in class, then you see, then they will reply. Then they will reply. Or you are in class, then they are holding the phone. And they are what's that? Who are you deceiving? Why are you doing that? It's like the WhatsApp is running away, so they are chasing it. And 99.9% of the time, do you know that those kind of messages that come in the time that the lecturer is teaching are messages that you don't have to reply to? 99% of the time, maybe a group chat, somebody has put something funny there. Then you see they will download, then they will be laughing. For no reason, you are laughing by heart, just like that. Okay. Whilst you are learning. Something that is geared towards your future. Something that you know that when you are done, it will change your life, it will transform your life, it will take your life to the next level. You are sacrificing that to this. Then when you finish, say, what is thought? I didn't understand anything. No. What were you doing? You were on your phone, WhatsApping, watching videos to laugh in class while the lecturer is teaching. Please, in 2021, if you want to go into the exam hall and pass the exams once, please, you got to stop certain attitudes and certain behaviors. So number one, how do you study and pass the exams at first attempt? Number one, subject selection, subject combination. Be careful, don't be overly ambitious. Two, tuition center. Be careful that tuition center you choose to study. Who are the lecturers? What are the study alternatives? And what are the lecturers available for questions and answers? Then number three, study materials. Make some investments and invest in some study materials that will assist you in order for you to pass the exams. Number four, learning styles and your peak time. Know your learning style, how you study, and the peak time, when you are most productive. Number five, study partner. In case you need somebody to study with, be careful who you choose to study with. Don't choose a talker. Don't choose somebody who is lazy. Don't choose somebody who is a social media freak. Don't choose somebody who is dumb and really stupid and cannot focus to do something or to accomplish something. Be focused. Be careful about that. That is the fifth thing I want to share with you in relation to that. And I see some people coming in on the stream, and I see some comments coming in. I'm going to reply to them real quick. So let me look at these comments real quick. Joseph Mensah said, Nhyira, please, ICA, do they sell books of PSA and question kits? Yes. This is the public sector manual from ICA. This is the public sector manual from ICA. And then this is also the question kits. So they do sell it. They do sell it. Nayan Gupta said, hi, how are you? Nayan, I'm doing well, and I hope that you are also doing well. Uche Ijehu said, good evening, Nhyira. Good evening, Uche. I hope that you are doing well. Mohammed Kabai said, though I joined this discussion late, yet very much amazed with this session. Okay, thank you very much. Nezri said, love from Bangladesh. Dear Nhyira, hello Nezri, welcome to the stream. Mohammed Kabai said, Nhyira, you are an extraordinary mentor. Thank you very much for the appreciation. And I see some of you guys joining. Welcome to the live stream. I'm sharing with you strategies that you can implement to study and to pass the exams at first attempt so that you don't have to write over and over again. I said number one, subject selection and subject combination. Don't be overly ambitious. If it is 2 papers, go for it, and don't go for 4 papers if you know that you can't study. Number two, the tuition center. Number three, some investment in study materials. Number four, learning styles and your peak time. And then number five, study partner if you need one. Study partner if you need one. I see some of you joining. Give us a thumbs up on the video when you join. That way we get more engagement on the video. YouTube and Facebook will be able to push the video so we can reach as many students as possible. I really appreciate you guys. For those of you giving us a thumbs up on the video on Facebook as well as on YouTube, I'm very grateful for that because that helps us a lot to grow the channel. At the end of the day, we want to grow this community as big as we can so that we can reach as many students as we can to get access to these materials so they can go into the exam hall, pass the exams, and most importantly, take their life to the next level. I believe that this is not where you have to be. I believe that there is a new level for your life. There is a new level for your career. And the way you can achieve that is through your education. And one way I can assist you to do that is to provide you with some of these techniques so that you can become successful and take your life to the next level. Let me also know in the comment box, in the chat box, any questions you have for me, things you would want me to share my thoughts on so that I can assist you much better in relation to that. So thank you very much. I see some thumbs up coming in and some hearts coming in on Facebook. Thank you very much. Very grateful about that. So the last strategy The last strategy. So number 1, subject selection. Number 2, tuition center. Number 3, study materials. Number 4, learning styles and peak time. Number 5, study partners or partner. Then number 6, self-study. Self-study. There are some people who don't attend lectures because they think that, oh, they can write the paper. I've seen a lot of people doing self-study on public sector. Now, look, this is the ICA public sector manual. Okay, this is the ICA public sector manual. And I've seen people doing self-study. And 99% of the time, they fail. You see, don't listen to certain advice. Somebody will tell you, oh, PSA, oh, 2 weeks to the exam, I just did some shabu reading, or I went in there and I passed. Listen, we are all different. We are all different. If I sit down to study, what I will do in 6 hours of studies could take somebody 6 months to understand. When I sit down to study in 6 hours, what I can do, what I can gather in 6 hours could take somebody 6 months to understand. We are different. The fact that somebody did not attend lectures and the person passed the exams, the fact that someone did a self-study and the person passed the exams does not mean if you also do self-study, you will pass the exam. We are different. So you got to be careful. Because many a time I see people, they are like, oh, I'm learning on my own. Intervention class, then I will attend. You are punishing yourself. No, how has it been working for you so far? Just be realistic to yourself. How has it been working for you so far? It hasn't been working. And I tell people this all the time. If we put 10 people in a room that they should study on their own and write the exams, I can guarantee you, maybe 1 out of the 10 will pass the exams. Because not everybody has the discipline. Not everyone has the capacity to be able to self-study, know what to study, know how to study, know the key areas to focus on, know the structure of the examination, and all of the technicalities involved in passing a subject. So please, if you want to pass the exams in your first attempt, the last thing you want to do is to say, I'm not attending lectures. You have to attend lectures. And I hear some people saying that, oh, it's expensive to attend lectures. That is why I'm learning on my own. It's expensive to attend lectures. It's expensive to attend lectures. 390 is expensive for you. 500 Ghana is expensive. But you have money in your account, which they don't even pay any much interest on. And inflation will rub it off. Time value of money will be affected. And the money is in your account. You won't take the money to pay for tuition, which will help you to become a chartered accountant so that you can make more money and become more successful. You say you don't have money, but there is money in your bank account. Why are you sabotaging your own life like that? Because sometimes it just baffles my mind and I don't get it. Oh, I don't have money, that's why I'm not attending lectures. But there is money in your account. What is the money doing in your account? What is your money doing? Check your savings account, how much interest they pay on it, and look at the rate of inflation per annum, and find out whether you are not losing money rather than keeping the money there and not using it for your ICA exams. Please, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not advising you about your money, but I'm just telling you some common sense knowledge that you need in order for you to become successful. Make the best decision for yourself. No matter how the fee is, work and pay for it. It is better to attend lectures. I've told you how to select a tuition center. So it is better to attend lectures than to self-study. Because when you attend lectures, the lecturer is going to break down everything. You think you need to know everything in this book to pass the public sector exams? No. You don't need to know everything in this book to pass the public sector exams. But the lecturer comes in and they will navigate. Let you know, okay, this is the structure of the exams. These are the areas you have to focus on. This is how the examiner sets the question. Even in this topic, these are the things you have to focus on. These are the things you have to look out for. Okay, these things are there just for academic purposes and not for the exams. The lecturer will help you to be able to do that. The lecturer will help you to be able to do that. So listen to me carefully. If you want to pass your exams this year, if you don't want to go to the exam hall and fail, if you want to go to the exams and every paper you write, boom, then you pass it, please don't do self-study. I don't care what subject you are writing, be it audit and assurance, be it public sector, be it man accounting, be it whatever. Don't self-study. Don't say, oh, the fee is expensive, so I don't have the money available, so I cannot pay. It's too expensive. Nowadays, things are expensive. But you go and buy shirts, 300 Ghana, 400 Ghana, you are wearing. You go and buy weave-on, 400 Ghana, 300 Ghana, you are wearing. You go and buy shoe, 300 Ghana, 400 Ghana, you are wearing. What does the shoe give you? The weave-on, what does it give you? The clothes that you wear, what does it give you? Just to show off that, yeah, you are wearing clothes. This is 2021. You got to stop misbehaving in a certain way and channel your money into more productive things that will help your life to become successful. You don't buy shirts 200 cedis, 300 Ghana cedis. You don't buy shoes 300 Ghana cedis and tell me you don't have money for tuition. Come on, give me some break here. Give me a break here. Give me a break here. So please, because I'm tired of, oh, I've written a paper, it's not passed. Oh, I'm tired of, ICA exam is difficult. ICA exam is difficult. ICA is not difficult. It is difficult for you because you're not putting in the effort. It is difficult for you because you're not making the right decision. It is difficult for you because you're not doing the right things that you have to do. So what am I saying? 6 things that I've shared with you today that will help you to position yourself to pass the exams once and for all. Number 1, subject selection, subject combination. Number 2, tuition center. Who are the lecturers? What are the study alternatives? The availability of the lecturers to answer your questions. Very, very critical. I didn't pay my colleague to teach me. I paid a lecturer. I paid a school to employ the lecturer. So the lecturer has every right. I have every right to demand the lecturer answer my questions and not direct me to somebody else. 3, study materials. Invest in study materials. The ICA book is expensive. Me, I'm not going to buy the question kit. Me, I won't buy. I won't buy. Don't buy. Don't buy and go and fail the exams. No, does it mean if you buy it, you will pass? No. It is materials that you need in order for you to understand the exams, in order for you to pass the exams. Number 4, your learning style and your peak time. Know your learning styles. Know your peak time. It's very, very critical. I cannot overemphasize that. Know your learning style, and especially my ladies, know about it. Your menstrual cycle, know when your moods are changing, and know when to fix yourself up so you can study and most importantly become very successful about that. Number 5, study partner or partners. In case you're looking for a study partner, make sure you select or choose somebody who will be able to assist you in order for you to really become successful in what you are doing in that case. And then number 6, self-study. Please, 2021, never do self-education. Attend lectures. Go, stop buying the dress. Stop buying the new iPhone. Stop buying the new weave-on and use that money to go and pay for tuition. Do cornrow. Cornrow is beautiful. If you're a lady, don't go and buy expensive weave-on and you have your ICA exam waiting for you. Do cornrow. It is nice. You look beautiful. I'm a natural girl. Then you'll be nice like that. Then invest that money into your education. Because if you become a chartered accountant and you're chopping big money, you can buy the weave-on 500 Ghana, 2,000 cedis, whatever weave-on you want to buy, you can buy it. But right now, you are broke. Don't try to live rich. That's one of the problems of this generation. People are broke, but they try to live big. They don't have any money in their account, but they try to dress to impress people. Who are you impressing? You broke. If you go to your house, you know you're broke. But outside, you want everybody to see that, yeah, I am JJ, I am JJ, I am... No. Obenoko. Obeshili. You don't have anything. Give us a break. Give us a break. You broke. So instead of putting the money into weave-on, clothing, shoes, watches, phones, and trying to impress people you don't even like, put that money into your ICA, into your education, and become more successful. I can guarantee you that will help you a lot. And then that is it about that. Self-study. That's it. So these are the 6 strategies, 6 techniques that I believe that when you implement, they will help you for you to become successful, and most importantly, take your life to the next level. So I see some questions coming in. Let me look at them real quick. Mohammed Kabia said, Nhyira, I'm preparing to attempt F7 and F7, but I don't have study materials for, okay, F7 and F8, I guess. How will you help me to get materials for F8? What I would advise is maybe you can enroll in our audit and assurance class on our study portal, NhyiraPremium.com. It's 390 Ghana cedis. I don't know where you are from, but you can convert it to your currency if you're outside Ghana. It's 390 Ghana cedis, okay? You will enroll in audit and assurance. That gives you access to the lecture videos, ebooks, and then question kits. Then you'll be able to also have one-on-one sessions with me to be able to assist you in order for you to prepare well for the exams. F7, the same thing, financial reporting. You can enroll in the complete course and get access to the complete videos where I covered all the accounting standards. Everything about consolidation, everything about single entity, everything about interpretation of financial statements, everything, you will be able to get that. So I would say that enroll in the course online, NhyiraPremium.com, 390 per paper. Enroll in these courses. You'll get access to lecture videos and ebooks, and that will help you to be able to pass the exams and provide you with the content that you need. Evans Anaba said, good evening. Thanks so much for this session. Good evening. It's a pleasure always. Uche Ijehu said, how do I combine these subjects? Corporate reporting, advanced audit and assurance, strategic financial management, advanced taxation, case study. Uche Ijehu, take a break. Relax, Uche. Are you writing all these papers in one sitting? Because for starters, I'll recommend that you write corporate reporting and advanced auditing together. Okay, these are 2 papers you can write together because that will help you a lot. And this is ICAG, Nigeria, Institute of Chartered Accountants, Nigeria. I guess this is your final syllabus or your final level, I guess, something like that. So I'll recommend that you do corporate reporting and advanced auditing together. Okay, these are 2 papers that are highly related, so you can do the 2 together. Strategic financial management is something on its own. Advanced taxation is also something on its own. Then the case study tries to merge everything together. So what I would say is that if you are going for 2-2, that is you are pairing the papers, then do corporate reporting and advanced auditing first, okay? Then from there, you can do the strategic financial management and advanced taxation, because I don't know, but I guess the case study is the final paper you need to write. In ICA, the strategic case study is the final paper you need to write. So maybe you can take 2-2-1, okay, or 2-2-3 if you have the capacity like that. So that is the combination I would suggest. Do corporate reporting and then the advanced auditing first. Then after that, you go to the next semester or the next sitting, and you can do the financial management and then the advanced taxation. These are 2 papers independently separated. Then you can take the strategic case study in that case. I don't know how busy your schedules are, but I would really recommend that you do 2-2. If it is possible, you do 2-2, okay? Audit and assurance, then corporate reporting, strategic financial management and taxation. Then you can do the case study last. So that is what I would recommend, Uche Ijeru. Tarem Awan said, hi, I'm preparing for F7 and I'm so scared. It's my first applied skills. I feel like I'll fail. Hey. Stop prophesying to yourself like that. What are you scared of? You don't have to be scared, because what you are telling me right now is that you have already prophesied that you fail the exams. You see, whatever information, whatever internal dialogue you have, the universe holds it and brings it to pass. That is how the law of attraction works. That is the law of attraction. So whatever you meditate on over a long period of time, boom, it will happen. So please, take it out. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Do not be scared. Just make sure that you understand everything very well. The accounting standards, make sure you understand them very well. Consolidation, make sure you understand it very well. Single entity financial statement, make sure you understand them very well. And practice a number of questions, because that will help you to be able to pass the exams. Okay, so I don't want you to say to yourself, I feel like I'll fail. If you feel like you failed, then you failed already. So start giving yourself positive vibes, because that will help you to pass the exam. Uche said, okay, yes, finally, yes, I'm fair. Okay. Taran said, kindly recommend what strategy I should apply to prepare for exams. I have 2 months and I'm reading it first time. I'm so scared. What it means is that you are not attending lectures. I don't know. Tyrem, Awan, are you attending lectures? If you are not attending lectures, probably that is one of the reasons why you are so scared. So I don't know, but probably you can enroll in the course online with us at 390 Ghana cedis per paper. I don't know which country you are at, but wherever you are at, you can enroll in the course online, financial reporting, and get access to the lecture videos. That way, you'll be able to get a mentorship one-on-one session with me, and then I'll be able to assist you much better to be able to prepare well for the examination in relation to that. So what I would say is, if you are doing self-study, which I don't advise, then make sure you go through the things well. Make sure you understand everything well in relation to that, because that is how you can become successful in that case. Is Kaplan book enough for the preparation? It's not enough. You need to get a question kit and practice a couple of questions as well, and get some CBEs and go through the stages as well. That will be very, very important in that case. Like I said, you are doing self-study, so you feel unprepared. But what I would say is that make sure you get yourself, if it is possible, to take a course in the country you are in or wherever you are at. Attend lectures. At least the lecturer will give you some tips, or get some YouTube videos if you don't want to pay money, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to pay money, or enroll in the course online with me, and that way you'll be getting the direct mentorship from me, and I'll be able to assist you. We will have some Skype video call where I show you the key things you need to look at, the key areas you have to focus on. I answer your questions for you so that we can calm your nerves, so you'll be in a better position to pass the exams. Okay? Uche said, okay, I will do 2 at a time. Thanks, Nhyira. Always a pleasure, Uche. I'm so depressed. Tyrene, please, if I don't mention your name right, forgive me. Don't be depressed. Please, I'm left with management accounting, financial management, and PSA in part 2. Do you advise I take them all? Adelaide. Adelaide. Oh. If you have the time available, go for the 3. Okay? If you have the time available. Man accounting, it's a whole work on its own. Financial management, it's a whole work on its own. Public sector, it's a whole work on its own. So if you have the time available to be committed to study on a regular basis every week for the next 15 weeks, go for all the 3. But if you see that your time, I don't know whether you are married, how your work life is, but check all of those things, your relationship, your other responsibilities that you have, and how many hours you can commit every week. So how many hours can you have every week free of charge by yourself to study? So use that as the benchmark to determine. If you realize that you wouldn't have many hours to study, to go to, because it's not enough to attend lectures. I tell my students this all the time. Yes, I'm the one teaching you, but it's not enough what I teach you in class. If you don't sit down to solve questions, that's why our question kits, there are a lot of questions in our question kits, and I give a lot of assignments. And last semester like this, I was sacking students from the Zoom class. I'll just put them in the waiting room, and they hated me. But a lot of them, after writing the exams, they were thanking me. Because you will have to do the assignments and all of those things. So Adelaide, if you have the time, go for all the 3. But if you think time will be a constraint, then maybe do 2. Okay, you can do 2. Okay, that you can do the man accounting and then the PSA. Then you put the FM to next semester and maybe do it along with 2 papers in level 3 next semester or something like that. So that is what I want you to look at in that case. Uche Ijehu said, what is the rate of CDs to Naira, please? You can check that online, I guess. Uche, you can check that online. I think 1 Ghana cedis, per what I have here, as of 4 p.m., as at 4 p.m. today, 1 Ghana cedis is about 65 Naira. So that's what I'm having here on my, from Google. So you can Google it and see. 1 Ghana cedis is about 65 Naira. So you can check it out. Okay, so Tyrone said, no, I didn't take your online classes. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, you could enroll in the class or get a class somewhere where you are located. It's not about enrolling in my class. If you can, you enroll, fine. But if you cannot, do what is comfortable for you. But definitely be in a class, because that will help you to be able to prepare well for the examination so that you don't have to be afraid and be freaking out all of a sudden in relation to that. Okay? So that is what I will say in that case. Okay. So that's what I want to share with you today. It's very, very critical to me. It's on my heart because I hear a lot of students saying, Nhyira, I've written the paper. When I write, I fail. When I write, I fail. No. 2021, failure is behind us. 2021, failure is behind us. You have to determine in your heart that this year, no exams shall you fail. Oh, you will not write. What kind of English am I speaking? No. You need to determine that you will not write an exam and fail. And how do you do that? 6 strategies. 1, subject combination and selection. 2, tuition center. 3, study materials. 4, knowing your learning style and your peak time. 5, study partners. If you need one, be careful how you select it. And then 6, self-study. Do not do self-study. Invest in tuition. Attend lectures. Go for tuition center somewhere in your location, in your town, in your city, or whatever it is. Attend a tuition center somewhere. Don't say, I don't have money. You have money. So enroll in a course somewhere. If you can't get anywhere around to, you can enroll and study directly under my mentorship on our website at NhyiraPremium.com. And that will help you to be able to understand the exams well and prepare well in a better position to pass the exams in that case. So thank you very much for joining the live stream. It's always a pleasure coming your way. My objective, as always, is to be able to provide you with the strategies, the techniques, the assistance, and the mentorship that you need in order for you to prepare well for the examination and, most importantly, pass the exams and take your life to the next level. So thank you very much for all of you guys who joined on the live stream. I don't take it lightly for you guys spending time with me on the live stream, on YouTube, on Facebook. For those of you who shared the video, God bless you. Thank you very much. For those of you who gave us a thumbs up on the video, God bless you. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure coming your way. Jeremy, Muntaka, Basil Ekan, Ituno, Eureka, Dinah, Festus, Pejo, Mercy, Victor, Uche, Evans, everybody. Even want to mention him, I wouldn't finish today. Olivia, Abubakari, Ereka, Richie Clay, everybody. Mercy Goma, Ebenezer Jima, Success Inusa, Nana Ajiman, Osei Andrews, Entry, Ignatius, everybody. Thank you very much. I'll catch you same time tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. GMT, as we continue with our discussions for the exams. Tomorrow I'll be coming your way with yet another key lecture, key discussion that will help you to pass the exams. Please make sure that you also follow me on Instagram, because Meeting details will be posted on Instagram at Nhyira Premium, the same name you see on YouTube as well as on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram if you're on Instagram. That way, when we post the details, you'll be able to get a notification and then you will make time to join. So thank you very much for joining the stream. Adolf to us said, hi, I came on very late. Adolphus from Liberia. All right, Adolphus, you are welcome to the stream. Just ending here, but you can watch the playback after the stream. And I shared 6 strategies on how you can study and pass the exams at one attempt. And that is subject selection, tuition center, study materials, learning style and your peak time, study partner, and then self-study. So I shared on these 6 strategies to help you in order to pass the examination. So thank you very much. Good night. You take care of yourself, and I'll see you same time tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. GMT as we continue with our discussion. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye-bye.